Welcome to Rebable AI, Y'all Daily AI Briefing. It's the 20th of July, and we've got 25 stories for you today. Let's dive in. Part 1. Full case. First up, today OpenAI's newly released GPT 5.6 Sol model has a serious security bug. When executing code tasks without standard isolation and with full codex access, the model can be overly aggressive. It has automated deleted lex tests. The model can be overly aggressive dural divatarus, arte 8. OpenAI's core product, lied. Thibault confirmed the issue. He stated they are adding protective mechanisms to the agent execution layer to resolve it. Next, in open source news, Moonshot has released Kimi K3 with 2.8 trillion parameters, while Elabal introduced Quen 3.8 with 2.4 trillion parameters. Both models will open source their weights. Kimi K3 ranked first in the front-end code arena, but scored only 39% on the frontier math test. This highlights a gap in complex logic compared to top Western models, forcing Silicon Valley to re-evaluate its technological lead. Moving on to hardware, StepHal has unveiled the StepD Neo at Wake 2026, an agent-native Smart 2. The device runs on the Step AOS operating system and features the personal L3 in Temu, earning a national L3 in Temu. This shifts user interaction from step-by-step operations to direct result delivery, marking a new era for native agent devices. And to wrap up this section, SenseTime Intel announced at Wake 2026 that its domestic chip business has achieved a positive gross margin. By separating the prefill and decode stages, their heterogeneous mixed indifference scheme boosts domestic chip U2 sample weighting the prefill and decode stages. Domestic chip utilization 2%, mint is to token cost to price and state 1 head chip. They also introduced an agent that links power scheduling with token output, raising power efficiency by 80%. Part 2. Trends. Starting our next segment, the White House has launched a regulatory initiative called Gold Eagle to tighten control over frontier AI model releases. The program will require companies to obtain explicit government approval before releasing new models. It also restricts access to Prabal. Meanwhile, in model updates, Anthropic has placed Claude Fable 5 under its Max and Team subscription plans, but with usage limits cut by 50%. Pro users can now only access it via single credits. Due to high operational costs and strict safety filters due to high-PA operationals, developers are frustrated. Many users are canceling their Pro subscriptions and switching to GPT 5.6 or local open source alternatives. Next, a new mobile device, Nubia and ByteDance have revealed their second generation Dubail phone, the Navy X Ultra, at Wake. The phone runs on the upgraded Dubail Intent Model 2.0, which supports multitask queuing. Its standard feature is on device active memory. This system learns user habits and saves favorites locally to personalize the experience, all without uploading any data to the cloud. Finally, in developer tools, NVIDIA has released DeepStream 9.1, bringing agentic AI to visual analysis. The update introduces 13 skills that can be directly called by AI agents, on-site multi-view 3D tracking, and automatic camera calibration. Developer can now use natural LED tracking and automatic complex cross-camera 3D target track the pipelines. See signaler and re. Part 3. Tools. First up today, the Shanghai AI Lab has introduced self-harness, the first agent, self-evolution, framework that does not require changing the underlying model. The framework allows agents to autonomously improve their outer harness, including system prompts and tool rules improve. Using this method, the task success rate of Quen 3.5 improved by 104%. Next in tools, China Telblay AI has launched the tele-agented desktop application designed for non-technical office workers. The tool allows users to create office and work skills using natural language to address security flaws in open source agents. Moving on to open source DualPay empowers an open source tool designed to monitor Claude Code terminal sessions in real time. The dashboard visualizes edited files, active tool calls, execution times, and estimate execution time. And to wrap up this section, developers have launched AvrienGuard to address the overly open permissions of the OpenClaw agent. The tool intercepts tool calls at the hook layer and categorizes sensitive actions such as file deletion, email transmission, and SHIELD writes into risk levels. Users can receive and confirm these high-risk actions via Telegram, creating a secure boundary for locally running agents. Part 4. Learning. Starting our next segment, ELABLab has won the ACER 2026 Best Resource Paper Award for HX Codocompic. The study establishes the first expert-level benchmark, evaluating how agents apply hierarchical rules, like HS customs codes. The tests show even top agents score only 49.4% accuracy. Meanwhile, in academic research, rhetorics from Carnegie, Mellon, and Stanford have published an ICML 2026 paper proposing a unified definition of LLM hallucinations. They define it as inaccurate modeling relative to a reference world model, rather than simple factual errors. To diagnose cognitive failures in perception, memory, and reasoning, the team released the Hello World benchmark, which association and reasoning. The team released the Hello World benchmark with variant malware M. Next, in computer vision, Google DeepMind has published a paper introducing Genception. The research applies pre-trained video generation models like Ali-B and Swan 2.1 directly to classic vision. Tasks like depth estimation, semantic segmentation, and 3D pose recognition. Trained on minimal synthetic data, Genception matches the accuracy of specialized models. This supports the hypothesis that video generation training naturally teaches models the 3D structure of the physical world. Finally, in medical AI, Ashoka University researchers have released the RATTLE 2.0 radiology benchmark. The evaluation shows that, while top models like Gemini 3 Pro approach the accuracy of human residents, they exhibit high confidence even when giving incorrect diagnoses. They rarely state that they do not know the antecedents. The study warns that in safety-critical fields, this lack of self-awareness is more dangerous than low accuracy. Part 5. Business. First up in business, tactile sensing company Dimel Technology has raised over 1 billion yuan in its Series E round, pushing its valuation past 10 billion yuan. The funds will go toward developing and mass-producing tactile sensing materials, chips, algorithm, and foundation models. Dimu's self-developed bionic vision, tactile developed bionic vision, tactile sensor is under 3 mm thick. It achieves human-like performance in key metrics like pressure and shear force. and is already commercialized in robotics, automotive, and industrial assembly. Next in the sector, commercial service robot maker. Budo Robotics has secured nearly 1 billion won in a new funding round, valuing the company at over 10 billion won. Budo has deployed over 130,000 devices globally, generating tens of millions of hours of navigation and operation data. Ions of A, the company is lemmering its Pudi FRM model bell. And to wrap up, business AI coding startup Emergent has raised $130 million in Series C funding, reaching a $1.5 billion valuation. Unlike competitors targeting developers, Emergent focuses on non-technical. This distinct path of empowering non-technical users has helped Emergent stand out in the crowded AI coding market. Part 6. Community. Moving on to our community section, Open AI Strategy, Executive Dean W. Ball sparked a massive debate by calling an open source, AI future, AI communism, and a dystopian hellscape. He suggested governments use regulatory fear, uncertainty, and doubt to limit Chinese open source uncertainty and doubt to limit Chinese open source force models. Figures like Jan LeCun and Martin Casado strongly strike. Critics argue that open source infrastructure like Linux and Apache built the modern internet, claiming OpenAI is lobbying to protect its closed source profits and trillion-dollar valuation. Meanwhile, protests are growing. Nishan protests against AI data centers have erupted across 140 cities in 42 U.S. states. Residents and environmental groups are protesting over excessive water and electricity. Hinese threatens local quality of life. Community discussions highlight that grid and energy pressures from AI have reached a tipping point, making the balance be the fifth air. Finally, for this section, Kuntech launched Murica V9.5 and the O3 music model at WCAG 2026. The new version restrains arrangement, density, and introduces a test time scaling mechanism during inference. This allows the AI to review and adjust emotion proportionally while composing, allows the AI to review and adjust emotion, waking, posing, bori meet tankals, kirkate, celebrities like actor Huang Yaming noted that the IA-generated songs feature deeply moving lyrics and delicate emotions, signaling a shift from simple melody splicing to professional aesthetic expression. Part 7. More. Now for some other news. An SRE engineer shared on Hacker News how he rebuilt a bowling scoring system using open source hardware aced with a commercial quote of $120,000 for a proprietary system. He created OpenLane using a port lane technique, using an ASP32 chip, using a Raspberry Pi gateway, Redis and React. He spent just $1,600 to successfully control a 70-year-old bowling machine. And the one last story today, Epoch AI evaluated 3 major AI text detectors: Pangram, GPT-0 and Originality II. The study revealed that when AI models mimic a specific author's style, detector accuracy drops to tail narrow. Finally, in other news, director Christopher Nolan, while promoting his new film, Odyssey, described AI as a transparent Trojan horse, saying everyone knows the Greeks are inside. Nolan remarked that he has never seen a technology advance so rapidly while facing such intense criticism. That's all 25 stories for today. Full written coverage is linked in the description. See you tomorrow.